All right, good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Let's go ahead and jump into things. What I would like to do is start by doing a very fast review of Friday, and then we're going to jump into this week, coming into August. So let's go back very, very quickly here and just look at some of the highlights here from Friday. To be honest with you, maybe not the most beautiful day, but still some really great opportunities. So coming into the pre-market on Friday morning, maybe Thursday night, that first test of the VWAP there was a beautiful opportunity to go ahead and try along there, and you would have been in the money pretty much all day until we got that pullback. So really nice opportunity in the pre-market off VWAP. Really nice pullback right into the holy orange power level just after it printed right around 6 a.m. Eastern, 3 a.m. Pacific. Again, just ducked through it by a tick or two there, and if you look closely, actually went ahead and came right back to it, to the tick, and then that began the continuation higher after it held VWAP here, and that was actually a really nice little retracement as well, right down into that 38 to 50%. So really nice little play there. In fact, you probably could have played it right off the 200. Then coming into the open, really nice hold here from the 200 again. So about, 5 minutes after the open, you could have bought a pullback into the 200 for another opportunity there, and the market just ripped again. It's at least 10 to 20 points higher there. So great opportunities there. On the way up, we talked about this 61.8 retrace being some trouble for the bulls if we get up here. And sure enough, there was a nice 5-6 point pullback right off of it there on the first test. And then you can see for about an hour here, the market came right into the 61 area, was having a lot of trouble, testing it nearly to the tick in many instances. And then finally, they broke out to the upside and rode the FMA all the way up. And then it came back. So that's why I said it wasn't necessarily the most sexy day, because we got what looked to be the beginning of a breakout, and then they brought it all the way back and then went sideways at the end of the day. Now, when they brought it back and we started to break back below, remember we talk about these crossovers in our weekly webinars. When we talk about strategy, there's that crossover right there. And then from that point, we rode the FMA all the way down, even came down and bounced right off 50% of the day before here to the tick nearly, and then bounced right off the FMA and VWAP here to continue down to the low of the afternoon. And then, like I said, the rest of the end of the day there just kind of went sideways. So it popped back up, came back and pulled back right into the 38 retrace, and arguably the 200 moving average here for a nice little pop, but then had a lot of trouble right off of this swing level we were watching for the day. So the swing level also was pretty important here. They popped through, pulled back nearly to the tick, tried to break out, and then came and again hold it within 2 points here for a test, tried to bounce out again, and then there's that pattern we talked about in our weekly webinar a week or two ago. The attempt to continue to push higher and then failing nearly a couple ticks, a couple points from the high, and then there's that crossover that should have alerted you at least close to real time here if you were watching this, that might be one of those really nice pullback opportunities, and you could have shorted the FMA again the whole way down. So some decent stuff. Again, maybe not the most sexy, but we did hold off that swing for quite a while at the end of the day, and then we closed. So coming into our Globex session on Sunday of this week, there is again that textbook hold right off the VWAP to the tick. It was even one of those beautiful retracements, maybe not to the tick. Oh yeah, nearly to the tick, 50%. So this was in our Globex session last night. A nice leg down, a pop up to 50% retracement of that leg, and it happened to be the VWAP. Beautiful opportunity there. And then coming into this morning, as you can see, nice little parry right off the close of the day before. Pull back and hold the FMA. Got a little sloppy there, but eventually started to break out, trying to come back up and test the highs of Friday. So there's our red line there. That is the high of Friday. And as you can see, we've been riding the FMA nearly to the tick the whole way up so far. So that brings us into this week. Again, this is the last day of July 31st. 2023. We've got the new month coming in, so let's go ahead and jump up to the higher time frames and take a look at the charts.